Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. My brothers and my sisters in Islam, I greet to you all. So in today's video, I'm about to share experience this man have before he become a Muslim. So without wasting time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn your notification bell so that anytime I upload their videos like this, you are the first person to have it. And don't forget to turn your notification bell and share with your family and friends. Thank you. So without wasting time, let's jump to the video.
We can't hear well enough up here. I'll just translate up on stage.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. As a Catholic and a Christian, I think of the Bible as being very metaphorical and used a lot of analogies. Would the same be true of the Quran?
As a Christian, I consider Jesus a prophet, but he's a prophet of the one God. There's not several. As a Christian, I worship Allah.
And in terms of metaphors in the Quran, how do metaphors play out in the Quran compared to in the Christian Bible?
Well, he has various prophets use metaphors. Solomon, when he's dealing with ants and birds, I suppose that's metaphorical language. He calls the birds together and says, well, where's the hoopoe? And he's not there. And he says, I wanted him to show up at this conference of the birds. And then the hoopoe comes in and says, I'm sorry, but I have a new message for you. I was flying over the Queen of Sheba's domain, and she doesn't worship you. She's an idolater. And so Solomon sends the hoopoe back to her and says, well, come and visit Solomon and he'll straighten you out. Now, I suppose that could be considered metaphorical language, but it's pretty literal, and it shows in things can talk, mountains can talk in the Quran. And when there's a sinner who's being consigned to hell, he says, I didn't do that. And his skin says, oh, yes, you did. I was there. And he says, how can you talk? And he said, the Lord lets whoever he wants to talk. So there are elements of what we would consider folk tale in the Quran, as there are in the Bible, whether Old or New Testament. But as I say, I think, you know, if Francis could preach to the birds, I guess the birds can report to Solomon.
Hi, I was intrigued by your description of prophecy as being something that's ongoing in the Quran, and I wondered how that relates to the idea of Muhammad as being the seal of the prophets or the final prophet.
The seal of the prophets, that means the